Hi guys, I'm back. I'm just a little book haul of free books that I did. And then I did I got some do a little fall haul, not with books, so that'll be my second video, which I might post that one on the weekend. I have to make it first, but let's start with the book haul video. So I'm trying to release 2 videos a week. So today will be one video, tomorrow will be another video, and that's 2 of the week. I was not feeling good one week, so I didn't. No, I wasn't. No, scratch that. I just think usually I try, but I'm trying to get on a schedule. But here we go. Try not to say a lot, but it's gonna happen. So let's start off with book number 1. I got Summer Place by Sloan Wilson. There's a movie on this, and then has the song. So maybe I can listen to the song and read the book. The synopsis is okay. The Summer Place, from which Sloan Wilson's novel takes its title, is an island off the coast of Maine. It is beautiful in summer. It is terrifying in winter, as though when the summer people are away, the icy snobberies, their fears of committing social errors, remain to haunt the empty beaches. On this island, one summer, King Jorgensen and Sylvia Raymond, or is it Jorgensen? I think it's Jorgensen, and Sylvia Raymond meet. Raymond meet. I think it's Raymond. Meet. They are very young and passionately attracted to each other, but both are outsiders confused by the island's rigid caste life. And their confusion, they part in anger. The story is the story of what happens to them and to the people they marry and to their children, who years later meet on the island, is a central thread of a novel about how marriage are made on earth. Some out of fear, some out of pride, some out of desperation, and some, when there is strength and self-knowledge, out of love. So I got that. Let's see when this book is printed. It's kind of old. This is a book club edition, so it's probably doesn't cost as much. So 1958. So this is a 1958. But I wonder when this originally printed. But it's a book club one. It's 1958. It's a Ridge Press book. Simon and Schuster. So let's that. But it's weird how they red here. They colored red here, but there's no red on the spine or on the bottom. So okay. Now next, there's some romance books here, but let's do this book. Let's do this one before the other ones. If that makes any sense. The Hostage is up to Jamie to decide the fate of his captive by Theodore Taylor. Wanted killer whale. Ornicus orca will pay $10,000 for a killer, or is it 1,000 or a million? I don't know. 10 million? I don't know. For a killer whale in good condition. Jamie Tidd and his father have actually done it. They trapped a killer whale in a cove, and Jamie's already imagining how he will spend his share of the money the marine park is offering to pay. But the press and environmental groups are all for saving the whale and want Tids to release it. Even Jamie's secret love, Angie, demands that Jamie free the hostage. If he doesn't, she will. All Jamie wants to do is the right thing. But what's that? So that, and then I got this book about literature, structure, sound, and sense. And this will probably help me when I start writing again. And maybe I can go back on Wattpad and write my stories again with a better view and a maybe stronger. And so I learned a little bit here. And it has a few things that I know, but still. Nice to learn. Okay, now let's get in. This is the one thriller book. It is called On the Edge of Darkness by Barbara Erskine, best-selling author of The House of Echoes. So, this is a compelling story of a woman trapped in the wrong time and a powerful, deadly curse that haunts 3 generations without mercy. Adam Craig is 14 when, near an isolated Celtic stone in the wild Scottish Highlands, he meets Bird, whose exotic, gypsy-like dress and strange attitudes fascinate him. They've become friends and, in time, passionate lovers. She leads him unexpected to the 6th century where, training as a druid priestess, she has mastered their ancient mysteries and powerful, dangerous magic. In her obsession with Adam, Bird is seen as a traitor by her people, only escaping death by following Adam to Edinburgh when he leaves home to study medicine. As the years pass, Adam makes new friends and finds new love. But Bird, consumed by jealousy, haunts him like an evil shadow until 50 years on, Adam's granddaughter, Beth, helps him discover the secret that will free them from the terror of Bird's curse. Stephen King meeting Ruth Rendell. I've never read Ruth Rendell, so I don't know about that part of the comment. I don't know what you call it. But I've read Stephen King, so let's see. It's by Frank Delany, but sometimes when people do that, people expect it to be like them to be like Stephen King. They put them like pigeonhole them into that. It's like, but like they want to be their own writer. You know, how about like best thriller of the world, like best thriller I read yet would be better instead of pigeonholing them like they're like a Stephen King and they're like a Ruth Rendell, you know. Okay, now on to the Native American with white girl trope. Wind of the Wolf. I got it because the title sounds interesting. Okay. Chase the Wind. She dreamed of him as a girl. Oh. Seeing their lives unfold in a vision that foretold both enduring love and unendurable loss. Now Chase was her husband, and he nightly took her to heights beyond beyond her imagination. Oh, her imagining. But the winds of change were blowing. I think of that song, Wind of Change, by the Scorpions. Were blowing. Maybe I can play that song while reading this book. Oh boy. We're blowing, bringing unexpected tragedy and inconsolable tears. The country was on the brink of civil war, and Jenny dreamed of wolves outside the cabin door. Like one of those wolves intent on prey, Chase pursued vengeance with a single-mindedness that seemed to leave no place for her in his life. Gone with a tender lover who'd conquered her fears, replaced by a savage hunter who more closely resembled his Apache forebears, and the lonely boy who'd giving her his heart so long ago. This was a dark and fearless stranger who'd once haunted her fantasies, and she swore she'd win him back, not to lose him to Wind of the Wolf. So that's that there. And then I got Lyndard Howard, White Lies. You can't just read one Linda Howard, Catherine Coulter, I think. New York Times bestselling author. Well, we'll see about that one. That's your opinion. Not mine. So, we'll see. Was this the man she'd married? When Jay Granger is escorted by the FBI to her ex-husband's bedside, she is unprepared for her own reaction or for the sense of mystery that surrounds him. And then or is he a total stranger? So we'll tell you about that one. Then I got this book to go into my 70s collection, because that's what I do. That's the decade I'm drawn to when I'm decorating and doing some stuff, and this would be kind of cool. This was originally printed in this is like a classic book. So this was originally printed in 1910, then copyrighted again in 1924, and then renewed in 1938. And this is the first Ballantine book edition, paperback, I think, 1976. So that would go into my 70s collection. But I just like the 70s artwork. This is the only book, but it looks interesting too. So this is from Raphael Sabatini, Mistress Welding, I think. Mistress Welding. Simmering. She vowed love to a rogue she hated. Explosive. Swore fidelity to a traitor she loved. Voluptuous. Oh, hey. And sentenced herself to a marriage without honor to a man whose passion threatened to consume them both. Mistress Welding. A dazzling romance of flaming intrigue where the lithe and the lovely Mistress Welding. Lithe. Always like skinny girls. Like, what about the I don't know, the curvy girls? Where are they? And lovely Mistress Welding became, well, that's sign of the times, right? Welding became enmeshed in a plot of treason that forced her to condemn her own husband to public dishonor and to a traitor's death. Oh boy, his tempestuous novel of love and treachery. Oh boy. Of course, it's written by a guy, and back in those days, it looks like a guy likes the lithe, delicate girls. I don't know. I guess big girl, like plus size girls and curvy girls are not delicate. Oh wow. And then we go for the vampire werewolf trope, and Laurel K. Hamilton, the Harlequin. It's about vampire hunter, werewolves, vampires, whatever. And so some of the things to get us reading. Breathtaking. St. Louis Post-Dispatch. A hardcore guilty pleasure. The Times, London. Spellbinding and provocative. The best reviews. So that's the inside. Let's see how that is. And then I got this. Desire in disguise. They lived a dangerous masquerade and loved with a passion no mask could hide. Uh, they called her the Crimson Witch, born Genevieve Saint George. She had reigned as the Belle of Paris until the French Revolution sent her fleeing for her life. Now masked in scarlet, the salt breeze whipping through her hair, she is the beautiful brazen sea captain who leads her pirate crew to the name of freedom and revenge. They called him the Black Mephisto. Notorious spy and mysterious master of disguise, the black masked bandit of the seas. He can only match Guinevere exploit for exploit, sword thrust for sword thrust, as he dares to rescue the innocent from the guillotine. Only he can awaken her sleeping sense with the softest, most seductive caress, till she is burning with liquid fire beyond passion and the sweet prisoner of desire in disguise. Rebecca Brandywine was the 1986 winner of Affaire de Coquers Silver. De Coquers, my French is bad. Silver Pen Award from Warner Books, Warner Communication Company. Oh, I didn't know Warner had do books like this. Okay. So, let's see how that one is. Next, we have the half African American, it looks like, or half Spanish, I don't know. And, well, see that? We don't see that trope often. The bandit, the baddest man in Texas. A quarter-breed cowboy like Luke McClendon had no business wooing Golden Girl Deanna Ashley. So when Luke was sent to prison for the murder of Deanna's father, it came to no surprise. Everyone in Stone Creek, Texas, knew Luke was just no good. So I'll tell you how that is. And this is pretty new to me. The fairy trope. Usually it's the vampire and werewolf trope is really popular, but it's the Force Lord. From bestselling author Susan Kinrad comes a passionate, richly textured story of a powerful fae whose one hope for love turns out to be the very woman he has vowed to destroy. So it says, after a night of heated passion 6 years ago, Edie Fleming had made the shattering discovery that the man she was about to marry was no mortal. He was a monster, a woodland guardian spirit named Lord Hearn, who needed an heir to end the exile that had been imposed upon him. Devastated by his deception, Edie fled Heartsmere and wed another. In deep sleep for the last 5 years, Hearn, the Forest Lord, had been informed that Edie, the woman he'd courted all these years ago and who had shunned his true form, has returned to Heartsmere, along with the boy he'd been told was dead, vowing to steal back his son and wreak vengeance upon the woman who had betrayed him. Hearn assumes the identity of the servant named Hartley Shaw. It has a nice ring to it, Hartley. But with each moment he spends with the elegant woman, sorry, and his beautiful son, his heart begins to cast off all bands of iron that have bound it, and he becomes devoted to finding something that will redeem the woman he has come to love. Let's see how this works. I hope in these books the girl's like, oh, I miss you, I want you to come back, type of trope thingy. It always happens in these books. And it's funny, all these written by women, and they always make them like so weak, and they like start off strong and then they end so weak. And they always have one body type all the time. The lithe, delicate little girl with delicate little fingers. And no, where's the curvy girls? Where's the regular average girls? Hello. Not all of us are lithe. I mean, so us curvy girls are not delicate? Okay. All right. Well, that's it. Gotta go. This is getting long. Bye.